What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it's Friday night, so you know what that means. It's RevX's Wrestling Review. I'm your co-host, Buddha Fighter. With me, as always, co-host MJ Hat. And man,
What's
this
up,
week
y'all?
was say subpar to last week.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I had a really hard time getting behind SmackDown this week. Raw, on the other hand, I was all for. So that's kind of how I've felt about it. I Raw was a decent show. SmackDown tonight was I have questions, and questions won't be answered for another 7 to 8 days. Green Tea, welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate the lurk. Night of Equity, thank you. Appreciate you hanging out. There is a lot that went on this week, so I guess the best way to start is just to kind of dive right in. GSK, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Um, yeah, the road to Mania, it kind of has been boring this time around. You're right, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Raw came to us this week from Memphis, Tennessee. The Usos began making their way out to the ring and were cut off by the Vision. This segment right here actually was pretty intense. I like the ladies and gentlemen. My name is Logan Paul. That chef's kiss. Logan Paul has gotten so much better at his mic work. I have to say I'm impressed. Adam Pearce comes out to take the show back. LA Knight then comes out to trash talk, and that leads us into a 6-man tag match because apparently the Usos stood there for 10 minutes and listened to these guys bicker back and forth. It was quite funny. It was the Vision taking on the Usos and LA Knight. It was a good, solid opening match with everyone putting in some work. Even seen Knight get put through a barricade by Reed. Then the Usos hit the 1D on Theory, but Reed cleans house and hits a tsunami on Jimmy for the win. After the match, Logan Paul grabs the commentator's headset, starts talking smack to the camera just for a stomp. I mean, that was picture perfect. That tells the Vision storyline so very good. What did you think of the opening match?
Oh man, that opening was, on point. Logan Paul is still a horrible human being, regardless of his talent. Only thing he can do for me is let my man Benito hit him with a Bundy Destroyer and count lights. Count on, you're not wrong, brother. This was a solid opening segment into the match. Like the first 30 minutes of the show was took by this, and I thought it was very well done. It was one of the better opening segments they've done in quite some time.
Yeah, I can agree with that. A mysterious crate has been shipped to Raw. And listen, this is the whole thing in a box. Let's talk about the thing in a box because there's a thing in a box and we have to discuss the thing in the box. You know what's in the box? Do you have any idea?
Shoot.
Elimination Chamber could very well be Jericho in the box.
No. Nope.
No?
I can tell
you don't
why.
think so?
Nope.
Please.
Nope.
Please.
AEW has a freeze on his contract where he's been out for so long.
Okay.
He cannot go to WWE. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Shit. Okay, so GSK in chat.
Thought it was too.
GSK is saying Black Scorpion. That wouldn't be a bad shout. Pierce tells the guy to ship it to SmackDown, which they do. And El Grande Americano, the fake one, shows up and says he wants an Intercontinental title shot. And he says, fine. Pierce tells him, you can earn it tonight. It'll be a mystery opponent, though. And, that's all fine and dandy. We get a vignette for the women's elimination chamber with Natty, Asuka, and Bayley talking each about how they want to get into this elimination chamber match. Which, of course, after the commercial, led us into the second match of the night. It was the women's qualifier. This was bad booking. A lot of mishaps and botches, but in the end, Asuka hits the Asuka lock on Bayley to win. After the match, Maxine Dupree comes out and attacks Natty. Cuzzo, let me ask you. Chamber, you're not calling Asuka, are you?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Hands down, no. No point
Bayley,
for her. The only reason she's in it is because she's got experience.
All right. Bayley's at the bottom of the totem pole here, I feel like. Natty had a better chance. Um, this right here, you're right. It's bad booking. Asuka's filler, and Asuka should never be filler because she is a good talent. She does put in the work. She's there every week. I have to think that this is an at a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah, Caledon, you're 1,000% right. Natty is doing her best work in a decade. I like this Natty versus Natalia argument. What where do you sit when it comes to Natty and Natalia?
Natty is the more no nonsense character that she's playing, and we're just now. I mean, we've seen bits and pieces of it over the years, but we're now actually getting to see this character develop. So I'm actually
Sure.
excited to see where it goes.
Okay. Do you think Maxine Dupree is the right person?
Maxine Dupree is just there because that's where Natty went first. So they gotta
Okay.
they gotta have that work. Now I think Maxine drops, like, honestly and truthfully, ever since the IC title thing. Maxine's kind of been an afterthought to everybody.
Sure. Sure. Um,
So this is just a filler to get Natty over, I feel like.
in the back, Adam Pearce and Obafemi are chatting, and I think he gave Obafemi a contract to look over. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Pierce is still trying to get him on Raw. Oba says he needs more time to think about it. Rusev enters the room. Him and Oba stare at each other. And what do you think about the possibility of Rusev versus Oba Femi?
At least it would be some solid work. Like it'd be, Rusev is a very, very good worker. They've really not had anything for him in some time. So a program with Obafemi and him might be really good. It might be a fresh story for Raw. Uh, Honestly, I'm just kind of excited to see where they go with it.
Um, Caledon in chat is saying Rusev will get wiped out, and you're probably right because Oba's like on this high note, and
He sent him
Rusev's
back
like
to
down here.
catering.
Yeah, he's down here at the bottom of the mid card. So,
Hey,
um,
it's okay. Think of Apollo Crews.
yeah.
Just think of
Um,
Apollo Crews.
didn't even know he still worked for the company until this past week.
uh, yeah.
Um, sit down interview with Liv Morgan. Says she isn't going to rush making a decision. Stephanie Vaquer comes in and completely destroys Morgan verbally, enough to where the interview ends abruptly with Liv crying. Now, a lot of this was in Spanish, so if you don't know your
Mhm.
Spanish, truth be told, though, now if you were to go back and watch it today, it's subtitled on Netflix now, so you would be able to see what Stephanie Vaquer said. And honestly, it was a regular wrestling promo. I don't understand why Liv was in tears here. I think it was a shock value kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I think you're right on that. But I mean, she did deliver that solidly.
Caledon says
Caledon
he's not
said,
even mid card. Honestly, Rusev's push was best versus Cena. Then it died. He went to AEW, took his ball, and went home. Went back to WWE, and he's still in the same shit place. You're not wrong. You're not
"You're
wrong
not
about
wrong."
it.
Like that. That's
Um,
a very solid assertment.
CM Punk comes out, makes his way to the ring, runs down Finn Balor. Balor makes his way out. Dom Mysterio comes out, and so does JD. So Finn's got his lapdogs in tow. Balor says he is the real best in the world. Sorry, that was horrible. I'll never do it again. Uh, Punk runs down the Judgment Day. Punk turns his back to Finn and tells him to go ahead, man. Go ahead. He throws the mic at I'm sorry. He throws the mic at Finn Balor and then leaves. What? Finn not letting the boys in the Judgment Day attack. What? Do you really think that Punk's getting in his head that much?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the whole game of Punk. Get in his head, show him what he can actually do. Hey, thanks for the alert. We
Appreciate you,
appreciate
WD.
that. Uh,
Um,
but no, like, can we talk about the fact that Finn Balor's got balls of steel?
sure,
Did you
sure.
see the aim of CM Punk and that microphone?
Yeah, it hit him in the square
It
in the
was
dick.
right in the dick, and he didn't fucking budge. Did
You're
not
a thousand
budge.
percent right. Um, Yeah, honestly I like the Punk versus Finn stuff. I think it's a good intermittent spot because let's face it, we all know Punk's not going to lose the title, right?
Right.
And
Right.
Finn Balor is the guy you want to fight your champion if he's going to lose, because how's it going to hurt Finn? It's not. Finn's, and CM Punk said this, Finn is hurting himself being associated with Judgment Day. Bring out the demon, Caledon says, and I agree. It's time for Demon Balor.
They ain't gonna
Um,
bring that back, guys. I'm sorry.
uh,
I'm sorry to be Debbie Downer there, but this is not going to happen.
they
Finn
recap
has
the
to think it is a good time for that to happen,
sure,
not them.
sure.
Finn is the one that like controls when the demon. And honestly and truthfully, he said he's not really wanting to bring the demon back. So
No, Madrox, you're early. Don't worry about it. We're not even through Raw yet. We're
no,
about halfway
we're
through
good,
though.
brother.
Um,
Welcome in, bro. Welcome in.
they recap the women's tag match from SmackDown on Friday, and then we got a backstage interview with the champions, Rhea and Io. The Kabuki Warriors come in and interrupt, and this whole Kyrie Sane thing. I wanted to touch on this because it's kind of, I think it's getting to the point where they might actually start pulling the trigger of Kyrie getting away from Asuka. Because if you noticed, during this segment, Io tried to talk to Kyrie. She tried to
Mm-hmm.
reach out like a friend would. And ever since the Kabuki Warrior breakup, it's not really been, there's not been any communication on screen anyway. Um,
Right.
I'm ready to see Kyrie Sane do some stuff on her own. Her being with Asuka makes her look weak, and she's very talented. So
I agree.
I don't like it. Match number 3 was the Intercontinental number 1 contenders match. It was False El Grande Americano taking on the mystery opponent of Penta. So this was very fast paced. Los Americanos try to get involved, but the original El Grande Americano causes interference. He comes from under the ring, actually, which is great. Um, and Penta hits a springboard Mexican destroyer. I want to emphasize the springboard part of that. A
Oh
Mexican
yeah.
destroyer is hard enough on its own, but when you're bouncing off
Yeah.
the rope to do it, it looked amazing. That's quality. Not to
Oh.
do the meme or anything, but quality. Anyway, um, after the match, the original tries to unmask, but the other Los Americanos make the save. And yeah, they need to pull the mask off the fake one. I mean, we know it's Chad
It's
Gable,
hard to
Ludwig
write all
Kaiser,
that out
Pete
when you got to
Dunne.
put like an original and a fake.
Yeah.
So like, sorry, the notes are kind of squabbly there,
No,
but
you did
like,
good. You did good. I kept up. I got it. I got it. Yours is better than mine anyway. Yours are always better than mine. Backstage segment with the Judgment Day. It was the whole, Finn thing that we've already discussed. AJ Lee comes out next. 11 years since she's been in a singles match, not just a titles match, in a singles match. Uh, Lays her claim with Becky and the IC title. Becky comes out and says it's not an opportunity, it's a retirement match. That Niv. Uh, I'll answer that in a second, but you got me all messed up now, Niv. Damn it. They come to face to face, but Becky doesn't say. Or Becky says she's not going to fight in Memphis. This was a good heel Jurgen. You know what I mean? It was Becky playing the bad guy. No, I'm not fighting in front of this crowd. I did it again. God damn it. The accents I suck at.
yeah, you got to stop
Becky,
doing that.
well, I don't do it on purpose. Becky is doing great heel work right now, and I'm behind it. She's one of the greatest in the world. I don't know if you know this or not, but Sports Illustrated said it. The Bleacher Report said it. Man, no one cares. No one cares.
No one
No one
cares.
cares. um, we get a segment with Pierce and the Vision backstage. Typical. Match number 4, and the main event of the evening was the Elimination Chamber men's qualifier match. This was Javon Evans taking on Don Mysterio, taking on Gunther. The little guys got to shine in this match, and they kept Gunther out of the way. Finished seeing Dragon Lee come out and interfere and hit Gunther with the ring bell. And then Evans hits Dom with the OG cutter to go into the chamber. Javon Evans is in the elimination chamber. What do you think?
That's the rookie.
Right?
Like, and just hold on that line, and it'll make sense later. But that's the rookie. They needed a rookie in there. Javon Evans is a rookie. Not to mention the kid's crazy. He's going to do some off the wall type shit. You know that just as well as I do.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's a
He's
good buy
bouncy.
rate for that show. That is
It
a
really
good buy
is.
rate for that show. Javon is going to
Javon is
do
going to do
spinny
a
flip off the
spinny.
top of the cage. We're reading.
Yes, yes. Caladon, you're right. He is. Guys, I don't know if you can read the chat right there. It's in the center of the screen. You should be able to. But listen,
Yeah.
listen. Caladon is making sense. Javon Evans is your ticket selling guy. He's the one that's going to fall flat on his head, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Sorry, let me reel it back in. Buddha said, and I quote, "Decent event overall. The women's qualifier was the stinker of the night, but the men's made up for it." Buddha gave it a 3. I'm gonna have to agree, man. It was a solid 3, 3 out of 5. Uh, you want to take us into the wrestling news?
Wrestling news ain't much this week. Sometime or another during the event, I missed when it was. I was also at work on Monday night, so my apologies for that. But sometime during Raw, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, we do it out of 5. There you go.
Uh, but Kofi and Grayson Waller come out and say that Xavier Woods is out with a shoulder injury, which honestly makes it kind of perfect. And the reason I say that is because now we get a good vision, to quote
Uh,
something there,
uh,
of Grayson Waller being the masked man.
I see what you did there.
Because we all
I
know
do
it's
it.
him. Like it's becoming more obvious every time. Like
Sure,
just giving
sure.
little more, like more little subtle hints. But anyway, guys, that's all we got to report about in wrestling news. Let's move on to SmackDown. It comes to us from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Opens with Elimination Chamber package and last week's qualifiers. Cody's music hits and he makes his way out to the ring, instantly interrupted by Jacob Fatu, who says, "Drew made your win possible.
Yeah,
Thank you for subbing to the channel
for 14 months.
for 14 months." Yeah, that's interesting. But hey, I love it. Anyway, he calls Drew out. He gets Aldis instead, who says, "Let's go to the back and talk." Drew shows up in the crowd, goads Jacob, and Jacob fights off security, and Aldis stops him. Drew then starts trash talking, and Cody calls him an asshole. What do you think about
Basically,
the opening segment of SmackDown?
honestly, man, SmackDown to me, the whole thing, like they keep playing the same fucking storyline over and over and over again, and it's Cody Drew. It's Cody Drew, Cody Drew, Cody
Mm,
Drew. I'm sick of Cody and Drew. I'm sick of it. And that's where we're gonna end up at Mania too. You and I both know that. So I it's very hard for me to get behind it. I really want Cody to lose the chamber. And I know he's
same,
probably not going to, but I want him to lose. I want
same.
heel Cody. That's where I'm at in life.
Drew
Uh,
needs a title win to make up for his shitty COVID title run. I mean,
and this
you're
could
not
be
wrong.
it.
He does, but like he needs to defend the title. Like this will be
Sure.
his first. Well, no, he defended against Sammy once,
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
and that was when they was in Riyadh.
Yeah. And I
So,
called Sammy for
like,
that.
I mean, honestly and truthfully, it's as bad as him holding the title as it is Jade Cargill holding the title. They're going to
God,
defend
yeah.
it once every freaking so often. It's pointless. It's pointless to have it like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
That's what I
like
like
I like
about
a fighting champion.
That's what I like about SmackDown, or not SmackDown, but Raw with CM Punk and him being World Heavyweight Champion. He wants to
Stephanie
defend that
Becker.
title every time he turns around. Stephanie Vaquer, she's been hurt, so they've been kind of protecting her a little bit.
Before
But
that, she was
she
defending it
defends the
every week.
title whenever she could. Like Raw is the flagship show for a reason, and it's proven more and more on our road to WrestleMania here.
Yeah, I can agree with that 1,000%, Cuzzo.
Speaking of Jade Cargill, backstage interview with Lash Legend and Nia Jax talking about the tag team titles and getting an opportunity at the Elimination Chamber and this, that, and the other. normal for them. Jade Cargill makes her way out to the ring, grabs a mic, trash talks Jordan Grace, tells Liv, choose whoever you want. Whoever wins Chamber, I'll be right there because I'm still that bitch. Although
Yep.
I can't even try to pronounce it like like she does. Like there's just no way.
Right.
Charlotte then appears for her qualifier match, which they end up face to face,
Yeah, there was a
which I
little
found to be kind
segment.
of
The segment on the ramp was absolutely entertaining where Jade walked back up the ramp to get in Charlotte's face again. I love little things like that. They make title runs, so you know. But I don't think it should have been Jade. I don't think we need Jade in that position. Sorry.
no. And if you're going to put her against fucking Charlotte Flair, it's a no brainer.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
no
that's
brainer.
Charlotte. That's Charlotte territory. Caledon says using her AEW catchphrase was the most interesting thing Jade's ever done. Valid.
Agreed.
Valid.
So, like I said, Charlotte was, already coming out. They go face to face. It leads us into the second match of the evening: Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax versus Kiana James. It's the Elimination Chamber qualifier. Charlotte was the draw here, as Nia is dangerous and Kiana sucks. One spot saw Kiana hitting Nia Jax with a Samoan drop, which was actually pretty shocking. Like
Yeah.
the strength that woman has to get Nia
Yeah,
up like
she
that
did
and
not
drop her was
struggle. She did not
no.
struggle at all.
Uh, Flair hit Kiana with the Spanish Fly that was 1-2 ooh. Honestly, these women put on a decent match. Ending saw Charlotte hit Nia with a figure eight, and Kiana slid underneath Charlotte and pinned her arms to the ground to get the 1-2-3. And in the shocker of probably the month,
Yeah. Yeah.
Kiana James is in the Elimination Chamber, guys.
And Julia and Charlotte are not. How about that?
Take over for a minute, please.
Yeah, you're good. Um, Honestly, I'm right there with him though. I couldn't believe that Kiana slid in for that pin and it was just enough. Um, we then cut to Rhea and Io talking about Julia and Chamber. Next week they have a defense scheduled with Nia and Lash. Hey Rage, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Um, Honestly, Rhea and Io need to hold on to those titles till Mania. That's where I'm sitting. Match number 3 was Kit Wilson taking on Obafemi. Now this was your comedy spot. Okay, Kit comes out, grabs a mic, and he waits for Obafemi to get into the ring after he does his strut, and he gets all the way down there and he goes, wait, I wrote a poem. Feminist to feminist, I wrote a poem. The poem is shit. The second one is even worse. Oba just dominates him here and fall from grace for the win, which if you don't know what that is a sit out power bomb and it is devastatingly big. Like there's a lot of drop there because Oba's such a big guy. Um, we got another box segment. What's in the box? We don't know. Aldis Truth and Damian Priest all are gathered around the box while they're discussing Priest's upcoming Elimination Chamber match. Truth is devastated because he's not a part of it. Which then we got commercials and it led us into match number 4. Match number 4 was Tiffany Stratton taking on Alba Fire. Tiffany was playing with Alba in the early goings. Alba had a few good spots, but this was Tiffany's match to win with a PME for the dub. What did you think about that?
It was a longer version of a squash match, is what it was. Like Tiffany
Yeah,
Stratton controlled 95% of this match,
I feel like
throwing Alba Fire around like she was nothing, really.
I feel like match 3 and 4, um, like Obafemi and Tiffany Stratton. I feel like this
Yeah,
is where people got up to go get popcorn or go take a piss or this is
yeah, yeah.
this is definitely your
Probably
squash
just filler
territory.
matches.
Yeah,
Yeah, just filler matches, so people have time to take a potty break. Because I mean, you are running hour and a, or I'm sorry, 3 hours long, so you probably need a bathroom break and maybe a snack refresh or something like that in between. So
right.
after that, we get a Cody backstage segment with Sami Zayn. They argue up hell. Sami heel turn inbound. Trick Williams walks up after Cody. Sami catches Cody and apologizes, and they make up. Can we discuss the Sami Zayn heel turn? We can.
Yes, I I think it's time both for Sammy and Cody. I oh hold on. Let me catch up on the chat here. Black Scorpion in the box. Truth needs to be in the chamber. You know, does he really? GSK? I don't know. I don't know that I can agree with that, buddy. You know I love you, but I don't know. Enhancement talent matches are good though. Get some reps, some mic work, some timing. Kit Williams is not enhanced. Well, I mean he is enhancement talent, but
But
he
he's a
doesn't
good
need mic
jobber,
work.
and all he's doing is enhancing Oba. I see where Caldon's going with that. Just like
Yeah,
Alba. Alba's a veteran, but she doesn't care to be a jobber.
I stopped myself. I stopped myself when I realized what I was saying. So
It's a good take, Caldon.
yeah, that's fair. Can't argue with logic. Well, you can, but you shouldn't.
That's fair.
So I get it.
Um, but okay, we're talking this. You said it's about time for Sammy and Cody both to go. Do you really want to
Yeah,
see two of the biggest faces in the company go heel at the same time?
I do. I do. I think there's
No.
enough faces. I think there's so many
There's enough
faces.
faces, yes, but if you take two of the top faces you have and
Uh
turn them
huh.
heel at the same time, only one of them's getting heat, bro.
Okay, maybe not at the same
One of
time.
them's dead in the water. One
If
of
I
them is
had
dead
to
in the water.
choose, if I had to choose, I think I would choose Sami Zayn for the heel turn because it's
We
more
need the
believable than
Barrios and
Cody.
the Johnny Rods.
Yeah.
That's a good take out on. Oh man. Uh so after that we get match number 5, which is a men's elimination chamber qualifier. It's Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest. The history between Trick and Melo came out here a bit. All three men gave it hell. Good spots from everyone, but the dynamic was so back and forth it was difficult to keep up. The ending saw Hayes hit the first 48 into Damian, going for the Razor's Edge, who then got hit by the trick shot for the win.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this triple threat match?
Honestly,
Good night,
Trick
night.
Williams Trick Williams is not where I saw this going. Um I was expecting a Damian Priest win here. The the whole ending bit was good. It was great transitioning. This felt like it should have been the main event, but we both know it wasn't. Um I don't know, man. Trick Williams in Chamber. We already have Javon Evans. I'm curious to see who the final entrant's going to be. So,
That match happens Monday.
yeah. Yeah, it does.
Well, that was the second rookie in there. You got to have 4 veterans and 2 rookies. So that was the second rookie. And honestly and truthfully, you need another heel. So who's in the other match? Do you know off the
Oh,
top of your head?
off top of my head, no. I know El Grande Americano, the original, is. Um,
Okay.
uh, Give me a second. I'll find out. You keep
See
going.
if you can find that out right quick, and
Yep,
we'll touch on that right quick.
I'm on it. I'm going. I'm going. I mean, it's not going to be that quick. You should keep going.
Well, just hold on to that thought, chat, and we'll touch on that here in a minute. The entire tag division is gathered around the box. Candidates for LeRae versus Jordan Grace is announced for next week.
I got it.
Then we get a backstage segment with Jada, B-Fab, and Menchin. Dumb. All right, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to tell you the men's first, but I got the women's too. It's Bronson Reed, Jay Uso, and El Grande Americano, the original, for the men's.
I
And
say
then the
Bronson
women,
Reed wins that match.
yeah, hands down. And then the women's is Raquel, Kyrie, and Io. So
Kyrie.
that could easily be Kyrie, yeah.
And the reason I say that is, like you said earlier, I feel as though we're getting closer to the end of Asuka and Kyrie. You put her in elimination chamber with Asuka, perfect time for her to screw her.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Kyrie on that one.
Kyrie.
Match number 6 of the night, guys, was a singles match. It was Julia versus Rhea Ripley. I walked into this match expecting Rhea to dog stomp Julia. This was an okay match, ending with interferences from Nia and Lash. Io came running to save Rhea.
Uh,
Fuck, I can't read.
Good night, night. Good. GSK, to answer your question, Yes, SmackDown actually has a fire tag division when they want to use it. Earlier at the
Yes.
beginning of the year, they were putting out banger after banger after banger, and there's some reviews of ours that are up. If you wanted to go check out those, you could. Um, but self plug eliminated. Um, honestly,
Mhm.
the tag team division is still there, although they've lost Tommaso
They've lost
Ciampa to
DIY.
AEW. Yeah.
Like
So
that's all they've lost out of it. You still got
they
Fraxium. You still got the
Motor
Motor City
City,
Machine Guns. You still
yeah,
got the Street Profits.
which haven't been around in a minute.
Very true. You have the Wyatts. You have the MFTs.
Yeah,
Like you've got a good, solid tag division to where there should be no problem with the tag team belts not having a story.
should be no problem,
And,
but you know how
and,
that
and we'll
goes.
touch on that. We'll touch on that here
So
soon.
yeah, we should be coming up on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
go ahead,
Um.
go ahead.
No, I was waiting on you. I was just going on. So you
Yeah,
say
go
what you
on.
was gonna say. Okay.
I don't remember where we
We get
left
a
off.
Miz and Oba Femi segment.
Yeah, it
We
was
get a
kind of
Charlotte and Alexa segment that had Kiana and Jilia in there as well. Eh. Uh, we get next week. We get women's tag title match with Rio taking on Lash and Nia, and then we also get a singles match with Uncle Howdy taking on Solo Sikoa.
yes,
Alexa
Caledon.
equals MILF. Yeah,
Yes.
Josh Hat is a simp for Alexa Bliss. Like we've touched that way too many times on this, but
Yeah,
he's a definite simp for Alexa Bliss. So
1000%.
yes, you're definitely not wrong.
Good
There
job
it
there,
is.
Cuzzo.
MFT segment. What you talking about?
Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah, MFT
Uh
segment.
oh.
Yeah,
Shinsuke interrupts, challenges Tonga, sort of. Again, man, like the last bit of backstage segments on this show was meh.
yeah, yeah. It was
So let's get
awful.
into match number 7. Was the main event of the evening. Again, yes, I said 7 matches
7.
on
That's
SmackDown.
impressive. That's impressive.
But it was a singles match. It was Aleister Black versus Randy Orton. The beginning was interesting because both men had each other's number. Aleister was all over Randy trying to get in his head. Randy couldn't land an RKO. Aleister had it scouted. Drew McIntyre showed up and knocked the crap out of Randy. Cody laid in chase, but Randy is dazed and falls right into Black Mass. Aleister beats Randy.
Yep.
This was it was a shocker, but it wasn't as big of a shocker as the Kiana James, win
No,
from
that's got
earlier in the
shocker of the
night.
night. And we're in
But
ads.
this was are we?
I am.
We are. Yeah.
It's okay. Keep going.
But I feel as though this was a shock because I never expected Randy to drop to Aleister Black of all people.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But the way it was done was solid. I just don't see what Drew had to gain from attacking Orton.
Caledon says it's not much of a shocker as it was the understudy to the continuing Drew versus Cody story. And you're 1000% right. It is just
Yeah,
kind of like an extension.
because he came out there and hit his friend.
Yeah, I listen, man. I struggle to get behind it. I'm tired of Drew and Cody. I'm over it. It's
Yeah,
oh no, it's okay.
I do agree with you. I hope Cody loses at Elimination Chamber. It's
Me
not something I
too.
see him really needing to win. I'm late, just got off work. Well, welcome in, man. Better
Yeah,
late
you're
than
good.
never.
You're good, sweets. All good, buddy. Good to see you.
I ain't been off work
Uh,
long myself, so
You're right, Caledon. They have no plan for Alistair, and it is absolutely mind-boggling because at this point, they should. They should 1000% have something for him. He is a fantastic talent. He's got Zelina Vega, a hottie, by his side. There's no reason that he shouldn't be in the main event picture, except they just don't like him. and I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth and you know it. He's not one of Triple H's boys.
Then
There
why
it
bring him
is.
back?
Uh, Contracts,
I
money,
mean, honestly, right? But that's more to benefit him instead of Triple H. If Triple H didn't like him, why bring him back in the first place?
No.
Like, did you just have this hard on of an idea that we're gonna get him back and then we're just gonna leave him in the fucking mid card and be done with it?
To keep
And
him, yeah.
Caldon, you're right. Orton is plug and play into any feud or title. You can put him anywhere and he'll work great.
Was a 15
Also,
time
he
champ
says
or
he was
14
an
time
NXT
champion?
champ, but it took a toy out of Tony's box, and it did take a toy out of Tony's box. See, Rusev.
That's valid. That's
I mean,
valid.
that's fair. There's really,
Come here.
besides Cody. Let me think here for a second. But yeah, really, besides Cody, there's nobody really from like AEW signings that's gotten the
No.
push that Cody Rhodes has,
Nope.
if that makes sense.
Nope. And there won't be for a while. Here, you guys want to see? I'll show you. I don't mind to show.
Pretty baby.
Yeah, she's fussy today. She's
That's
a
okay.
fussy girl.
It happens.
It's all good. It's all good.
But anyway, guys, Hat said 2.5 for this show. I have to fully agree. Wasn't a very good show. Wasn't the worst show in the world, but it wasn't a very good show. Everything kind of backstage wise felt more rushed than
Yeah.
anything, not really put together well. The matches were subpar. There was a few good ones, but for the most part, it was pretty bad. Ricky Starks is doing okay, and Ethan Page too, but they weren't main eventers in AEW. Ricky
No.
Starks was sort of until he decided to open his mouth and say shit he didn't need to.
And isn't that the case of what happens a lot of times in Tony's sandbox?
Oh yeah, but I think that over time this could build to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel as though they need to protect their investments a little bit better than what they are right now.
Sure. There we
But
go. You see
I mean,
yourself up
then
there?
again, you have to think of it this way too. How many people's on the WWE roster?
Oh, a lot more than AEW has. A lot.
Okay, well, that's that. My point is that it's hard to give everybody a ample amount of TV time.
I don't want to say majors versus minors, but it kind of is that.
It is that. You're right. No, it is definitely that. But like, still, yet everybody wants their own TV time. I mean, in order to get most of
Hey.
the tag team division, what they do, they had one segment that had them all around.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you've seen most of the tag team division tonight is because of that one segment.
Well, and it's been that way with the tag team division on SmackDown for a couple of weeks. But at least they're
Oh yeah,
getting
definitely.
TV time, unlike
That's
Raw's.
fair.
Where's Raw's tag teams?
The Usos came out to say something and got interrupted.
And at any point did they ever pick up a microphone? The Usos, I mean.
They had microphones. They just didn't pick them up to say anything.
Hey, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Say hi, chat.
She ain't having it.
Say hi, chat. Is that white bright? I know.
Both
I
AEW
know.
and WWE need to have a off season for talent to rotate people in and out of the
Well,
top.
and they
Give
try
them rest
to.
and reps depending on what they need. AEW does a little bit better with time off. Well, I mean, WWE went from a 50-week a year job to like you may only wrestle like 50 times in a year.
Yeah, that's true.
As a matter of fact, I was watching a little snippet of a Seth Rollins interview not too long ago where he was talking about, he was used to doing 250 matches a year and now all they want him to do is like 45 to 50 matches a year. Like
Right.
that's a hell of a drop. You might wrestle 2 matches a month, 3 matches a month, maybe.
Ask me, it makes them rusty.
I
That's
mean, if
just
you're
my
wrestling
opinion.
once a week, you're doing good. I would think. I mean, I would be okay with that.
Sure. Sorry, I don't mean to walk away from the camera so much, but you guys know how it
That
is with
might
the
work for
baby.
top talent, but you need the reps for starting out. I agree. Like, you can't come in as a rookie and expect to get the same time that, the main eventers get. However, even as a rookie, you should still get a little bit of time. Half these reporters aren't used anyways. I
That's
mean,
true.
that's true. That's
That's
true.
true, sweets. I don't know. There is a line. There is a line, and
Roster.
I say this all the
Oh,
time.
rosters. No, you're good. You're good.
There
Half
is a
the rosters
line.
only used.
Yeah, there's a line that we cross day by day with both types of content that I've been making. Like we're stepping on each side of it all the time. So,
Right.
that is my favorite analogy right now. Um, both sides of the line have pros and cons. Right now, this is supposed to be WWE's busy season. This is our Mania buildup. This is Chamber. Once Chamber happens, we'll start filling the mid card, and we'll know what Mania is going to look like way in advance, so they can build to it. But for
Right. We
now,
got 6 weeks left.
right? But for
Once Chambers over.
sure, right now we have one match announced, one, and
We'll have
that's
another one before before Chamber happens though,
sure.
and that'll be the women's title match because Liv is making her decision on Monday. So we'll know 2 matches going into Chamber. We'll know 2 more matches going out of Chamber. So that's already 4 matches, and you got time to build
Yeah,
probably another 10 matches to
roundabout,
make it to Mania. Well, I mean,
roundabout.
I feel as though every title should be on the line. One night should have one set of titles. One night should have the other set of titles. But I believe all titles should be on the line for Mania. That
Sweet
should be like a gimme, really.
Sweet says COVID killed Mania. I don't know, it just hasn't ever felt the same since. The Rumble seems to have higher billing these days. The Rumble is
That's
higher
true.
billing.
That's true.
Honestly, doing Mania the same year, the same city 2 years in a row. Sorry, I got my tongue tied there. Um, that was a bad call. That was a horrible call. They should have never done that.
That was a you do realize that was a like third choice call, right?
Yeah,
There was somewhere
it,
else completely changed
New
that
Orleans.
yeah, that was supposed to host it but couldn't.
Rock announced New Orleans and then they canceled it. Yes, I remember.
So like just being honest, having it in the same city twice, I mean, it's going to
Ooh.
I guess we'll see by the buy rates.
Yeah, that's true too. If they can put butts in seats.
Yeah, and Mania was really good in Hollywood. That one was really solid. That was oh my god, what was that?
21 ish.
21?
I could look it up, but 2021 ish. I don't know, man.
City
It like
doesn't
there's
sell Mania really.
no
2021?
doesn't. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Uh, just to answer the question, if anybody else has asked, because I had a few DMs. No, not yet. That being said, I do want to I want to say thank you for everybody that does come in and put in their 2 cents. I know that these shows don't get a lot of traction or a lot of viewers, but we definitely appreciate having you guys show up for these. It means a lot because we try to put some work into it, and it's fun
Yeah,
for us. Yeah,
Caladon
definitely.
said unless they do it in Saudi for blood money and it's half empty like the Rumble. Bro, you're
Yeah,
not wrong. The Rumble, like they had some of the worst camera views you could have, showing that there was barely anything there.
that stadium this year was just
Yeah,
awfully. It was empty, and they
yeah,
built that venue in 30 days. So
yeah.
I think that speaks volumes to Saudi Arabia and their blood money. But what do I know? I'm just your little reporter from Kentucky who doesn't know a damn thing about how big city life works.
All right, guys. So we're going to try something a little different. We've got some people in the chat, so we are going to open up Q&A right now. If there's a question you'd like to ask me or Hat, please put it in the chat, and we will be more than happy to answer it. We will read it out so that it goes on the podcast and you can hear it, and we will give our answers to the best of our abilities. So we'll
Unless
open
it's
it up
about
for about
if
5
it's about
minutes.
Lola Bunny, I'm not interested.
Jesus.
No, it's not my fault. I blame Zero. Hashtag blame Zero. No, Buddha, the whole thing,
Yes.
man. And while we're waiting to see if GSK and Sweets have anything or anybody else in chat, the whole thing is, I definitely feel like, oh boy, here we go. I definitely
Oh, I
feel
like
like
this
that
already.
things
Caldon
could
says,
be
okay, here's
going,
one for both of you.
yeah, things could be going better in the world of wrestling right now, and they're
Oh,
not. They're
shit.
oh,
Caldon, why
okay.
you got to put me on the fucking spot like that, bro?
No, that's fair. Go ahead. You asked for
Mount
that.
Rushmore of men's wrestlers.
You first.
How far back do we go?
Any four. Any
Is
four.
it
Don't be crazy.
any four like over Tom? Or do you want it in a certain era?
Hey,
All
Lost
time.
In.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, you were listening, you asshole.
Go with trendsetters. So Bruno San Martino is definitely going to be on mine.
Thank you, Killer Angel. Appreciate that. You said
Sweet
Bruno?
says Flair race any of the roads Stone Cold. Killer Angel's lurking. Thanks for the lurk. So I got Bruno San Martino on mine.
Okay.
I've got Ric Flair on mine.
Okay.
I got Stone Cold Steve Austin on mine.
Well, you have to, right? Stone Cold is out there.
As bad as I hate to say this, I've got John Cena on mine.
Oh, Voo. What the hell?
Well, I mean,
All
think
right.
about it. For a quarter of a century, the man put the damn company on his shoulders. Like, I would think that's a trendsetter by any means of the word. Da, da, da.
Yeah, that's it. My turn.
Yeah,
And please don't get mad at me, chat, because this is gonna ruffle some feathers. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I said that. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Triple H, for obvious reasons. And probably Dwayne. Probably The Rock, man.
John Cena was a PG-13 Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Here, I gotta make a jug. Carry on.
Oh, sweets. That's actually funny as hell, and true. But I mean, think about it. Wait, Dwayne the Johnson Rock. Oh,
Dwayne the Johnson Rock.
Dwayne the Johnson Rock.
There you go. Little Rock? No. God, no,
What was it that our buddy Dustin used to call himself? The Pebble?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the Pebble? He was like obsessed with the Rock. So
and
like when we'd go over, he'd be like,
this dude was like 300 pounds too. I'm just throwing that out there.
6'7", like 350.
6'7". You did not just
and
6'7".
He would call it. I mean that in height. Before we go going like. Stupid with that, I mean 6'7", that in height.
6'7".
Oh my fuck, he did say it. Shoot me now. All right, so we got Big Sweets. You got Mon. You got Hats.
Caladon.
So Caladon, that actually leaves you.
Yeah, I want to know what yours is.
So now
brother.
I'd like to know, what is your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, of men's wrestlers?
If you're still with us, and I believe you are. Hush. Hold on, baby.
Oh, I feel that. It. You see these eyes?
Must be nice. Good places. I gotta wait on Mom.
Shut up, you. Oh, Caladon says Ric Flair, El Santo, Antonio Inoki, and Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
That's
Shawn Michaels would be on my father's.
Take.
No, that's a good one.
That is
That's a
not a
good one.
bad take, bro.
Are you really, Minnie?
That is pretty solid.
Sure, sure.
I'll take it. All right. So we got the Mount Rushmores out of the way. Is there any other questions that y'all would like to ask
Yeah,
us?
I got one. Same question, but women.
Oh, motherfucker. Damn.
And Caledon and Sweets, I want to see your answers in chat. For women. And don't be generic and give me the 4 horsewomen, because if you do, I'm going to time your ass
No.
out.
Alundra Blaze.
Okay. We'll answer that in just a second, Sweets.
Okay. I'm really thinking. Mae Young.
Okay.
Just because of her testament of time and in wrestling.
Sure.
I'm in a toss up between Trish Stratus and Lita.
Okay.
So like, give me a split right there.
Diz coming in with China. Appreciate that.
Oh, China is definitely a trendsetter for sure.
Big Sweets, Luna Vacon, Alundra Braze, Miss Elizabeth, and China. Caledon says Manami Toyota, Medusa, Wendy Richter, and Sherry. Also not bad choices. For me, I'm also going to go with Mae Young, Alundra Blaze, Lita, because Lita fanboy. And then I have to throw a modern one into the mix. So and you guys, no, God no. You guys probably won't like this because she's the best in the world. Sports Illustrated says it. The Bleacher
Becky
Report
Lynch, yeah.
says it. Becky Lynch, 1000%.
Yeah, no,
1000%.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
So,
like as far as I guess I go more with like trendsetters through decades.
Sure. Like it doesn't have to be old though. We never said old Mount Rushmore.
Well, no, but I'm thinking all time. So like,
yeah.
I only know China and Ronda Rousey. Hey,
well,
you know a few at least.
Boo on
I can't
Ronda.
leave Miss Elizabeth out of that. She's the whole reason for one of the best tag team splits in wrestling history. Plus the live wedding with Jake the Snake. Come on, I mean, Big Sweets, you're absolutely
That's
right.
good history.
Speaking of though, okay, so for anybody that don't know, Big Sweets is actually my brother Daniel. So I'm going to ask Bub, do you remember getting to meet Sensational Sherry at that event we watched in Kingsport?
Hi. Thank you, Sweets. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes, sir. So we got the pleasure of actually meeting Sensational Sherry. She done a show in Kingsport called IPW, and she was a manager for the heavyweight champion at the time. Got to meet her, got to make her break character because I told her she had a fat ass.
Caledon says you should look up some of her AWA matches. She was one hell of a worker.
I don't doubt it. Yep, and also got to meet AJ Styles at the Kingsport Mall.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. Got to hang out with him for a bit, take him around the mall when the mall was actually a mall. What it is today is.
Yeah, you know who I met in Johnson City? You know who I met in Johnson City? Bob Holly. That's who the fuck I met. I didn't get to meet very many people, okay? So
I met RVD.
Yeah.
Came to Kingsport and done a signing in Kmart.
Yeah.
When we had a Kmart.
Yeah.
So I got to meet RVD. Somewhere around here, I met Raven and Perry Saturn, and I've actually got autographs from them somewhere around this house. I don't know where. I need to find them. I'd love to put them up, especially when we do this. Maybe change up that wall over there a little bit.
Maybe.
But yeah. Like
maybe do what you want with your background. Mine's just easy to hide because, ever since I got the new PC, and I'll turn it off for just a second so you guys can see, it's a flippin' mess in here, bro. Like, okay, all right, you ready? There. There it is. That's what it looks like behind me. So it's just much better if I just flip the switch. Okay.
Count on
Okay.
says Manami Toyota was the queen of Joshi in Japan. Wendy was the Rock in wrestling in the beginning of WrestleMania.
Sure.
You're right. I do
Sure.
remember Wendy Richter, right? I think was her
Yeah.
last. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember seeing.
So
There was a documentary that had a lot to do with her too. I remember watching. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll
yeah,
go into a
there's a
signing
lot.
next week or two. But the Hardys and Luger coming to a comic store down the road. Nice.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'd definitely try to get a Hardy signature. Go
Sweets
ahead.
had asked us a question earlier in the chat. Who do we think for
Okay.
the Hall of Fame this year? Like, and I'm not wanting to list a whole list,
God.
but one good entry. Oscar looks nice with face paint on. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Ka. You're 1,000% on that. Oscar's not bad
Who goes
anyway. Like she
into the
just
Hall of Fame this year?
no one is ready for Oscar. You know,
Hmm.
Mrs. Hunter is the headliner. Uh-oh.
Stephanie McMahon. I thought she went last year. No. You're right. You're right.
That is
Yeah, no, you're
loud.
right. I do remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Undertaker was the one that asked her. Yeah, yeah, I remember that now.
But
Thank you.
who
Thank you for reminding
else?
me.
Who else?
I don't know. In a way, I feel as though she gets to handpick who goes in.
Probably it's her class.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Demolition,
Demolition
yeah.
should go in. Demolition's a good take.
You know, have they I hate to mention this, but did they ever put Owen in?
Owen Hart. Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Pretty sure his wife was the one that accepted his induction.
maybe. No, I didn't.
No,
That's what I
Owen is not
thought.
in.
I didn't think so. Oh, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't allow it.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
I had
right.
that all flipped
Caledon, you
around.
are a
My bad.
wealth of knowledge, my friend.
Yes,
You are
we
a wealth
appreciate
of
it.
knowledge. Seriously. We'll make a third video spot for you right here in the middle of the chat.
But don't AEW have like an Owen Cup?
They probably they might. I don't
I
know.
swear I
There's
believe they do. Yeah, I thought so.
Mongo McMichael. Okay, that's a good shout, Sweets. I don't know. I
Didn't he pass this year?
even if he did, it still wouldn't be a bad shout to put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. There's so many
Uh,
options. The late Mongo, yes.
okay. Okay. Thank you for answering that. Son of a bitch. There are like you're right. There's so many options.
That's not no Sweets, not yet.
Goldberg.
They just retired him. They just retired him. Not yet. Not a legitimate entry. That's like saying AJ should be in the Hall of Fame this year.
He says, "Watch Goldberg will be the headliner."
Please, Stephanie McMahon's
Our
the
whole
headliner.
chat is saying Goldberg, bro. Like, come on now.
Goldberg.
Batista's not in yet.
That's true.
He could go in. I know he said that he would go in when the time was right.
Big Dave.
I do remember him saying he would go in, but like the year he got inducted in, he declined. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. One final question.
Yeah, that's true. The Dudleys are retired now. It wouldn't be a bad shout. Orton will
Orton will
induct
induct
somebody
somebody
this year. His retirement is coming soon, so Batista's a good shout. You're not wrong, Sweets. That's a good place for him to be, but I I don't think it'll be this year. I think Orton's got 2 or 3 more left in him. I don't think he's
I
done.
don't know, bro. He was awful winded after that match tonight.
Well, sure, because he never wrestles anymore.
Like he took a
You
good
know?
beating though too. Ric Flair for third ring with Evolution. Oh,
Hell yeah. There you go.
Evolution could go in.
Evolution is a mystery. Yeah.
He's the D Rose of WWE. He's always injured.
All right.
That's
All
true.
right.
That's true.
Guys, as always, we appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with us. This is our one weekly show, and next week, I know we got ads in 2 minutes, so be warned. Next week we've got 2 shows. We'll be doing Friday Night SmackDown and then Elimination Chamber. Once it goes off the air, we'll immediately be trying to hit that live button to bring you guys the results and the news from the chamber, and we'll be talking WrestleMania plans and finalizing what the title picture looks like going into the Mania run. So
It's
that is
exciting.
something you're going to want to check. Like we'll be here all weekend next weekend, and I don't know. We had talked about trying to do a reaction at some point. Might try to see if we can't work something like that out for Mania, because that would be kind of cool. But again, that's a special occasion kind of thing. We have to talk about it and figure it out still. So
Definitely.
I don't know. We'll see. It wouldn't be both days. It'd probably just be one. That's the other thing too.
One would host one day and one would host the other.
Yeah.
That would probably be the better thing to do.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Yeah, and I think we're good, guys. So with that, this is going to conclude this episode of the RevX Wrestling Review. Everybody that's on here, thank you very much for coming out. We greatly appreciate the chat. We greatly appreciate you all. Actually, this has been a very successful Q&A, so I love that. So I think we will try to incorporate that into every Friday night. So get you a couple of questions ready for next week. When we get on here and we get to the Q&A section, we will have a good time with it. But till then, guys, I'm Buddha Fire. That's MJ Hat. We are Revolution X, and we will catch you on the flip side later.
Stay frosty, y'all. Be good.